Okay. Okay. Now, I'm going to. Oh, I gotta do the. I should have done the thumbnail. Probably should have done my thumbnail before I went live. It's fine. It's fine. I don't need to do. You know what? I don't need to do the thumbnail. I can just. I can make the thumbnail after I do the stream. Let me make a post about it. I'm live finally. I'm live finally. There we go. Okay. Let's see. I want to get my. Yeah, I'm just talking to myself at this point. Should I go get the chair? Should I sell my chair, or should I just? I'll sell the chair. Let me get my chair. Hold on a second. I'm gonna get my chair. Landon, I'm glad you like the new Bendy video. I'm glad you like it. Let me get my chair here. I guess I'll sell my chair. Because why not? Okay. All right. I'm just gonna sit here on the chair and just relax. Well, if you are currently watching, hello. Just kind of just sitting down, chilling. Thought I'd just do another little live stream. I just sit down and I talk to y'all. That's what I thought I'd do. Actually, just give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Let's see. Okay. All right, I'm back. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see. Okay. But yeah, if you're currently watching the stream, honestly, this is just gonna be a relaxing stream where I'm just gonna sit down, and if we just want to have a conversation, we can. Okay. Hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna turn my fan on. Give me a second. Sorry, I didn't really get myself a sorted here before I streamed. I just kind of went on because I wanted to make sure everything works. Okay. I'll turn my little fan on so I can have some noise in the background. Right, Foxy. Okay, hold on a second. Let me get Foxy. I think you were asking if Dom's World. Hello, Dom's World. Hello. I think I saw you asked if someone asked if the Hex plushies are worth the money saving. I'm trying to think how I want to answer it. If you're somebody who, okay, here's the thing with me. Okay, all right. I want to answer as honest as I can, because my personal, okay, this is just my opinion. Okay, I think the Hex plushies are worth the prices they are. Like, I know there's some people that aren't happy that the prices are expensive. I know there's some people that aren't happy about it, but I'm not sick. Don't worry. I sound a little tired. I sound a little tired. That's because I was out shoveling snow. I was out shoveling snow all day. I'm just tired. I'm a little tired. I'm not sick though. I'm okay. I'm not sick. I'm just a little tired because I was out shoveling snow all day because, well, if you're depending on where you are in America, it's just this big snowstorm. I hope I say that right. It's Heen2TZ. Is that am I saying that right? Well, hi. I don't know. Did I say that right? It's a Heen. Is it Heen? I do sound different? How different do I? Is it my? Do I say is my? Oh, okay. I'm right. Does is my in Hornell? I don't know if I've ever been there. I actually don't know if I've been there. How different do I sound? Is my voice deep or something? Or because it's probably just my voice. I probably gone deeper. Ah, Hex Freddy, thank you. Uh, yeah, it's probably my voice is deeper. Obviously, because obviously I'm getting older, but yeah, I'm just a little tired. That's it. I'm just a little tired. From been shoveling snow all day. Because if you live in America, some of you probably know that we just had a big or it's not really, it wasn't really big, but we just kind of had a little bit of a snow thing, a snowstorm. It was really a snowstorm, but we had a bit of a snow here. Right, I'll show you Foxy. I was going to answer your question that you were asking before, that I got distracted. Let me show you Foxy first. Let me grab him. All right, where's Foxy? And just so I make sure I'm good, you're talking about just normal Foxy, not like Withered Foxy or Funtown Foxy, just plain old Foxy, right? Is that who you're talking about? You're just talking about plain old Foxy, right? I just want to make sure. Just normal Foxy. All right. I'll show you normal Foxy here. All right. Here's normal Foxy. Oh, there he is. I actually really do like Foxy's Hex plushie design. I really do like it. It's very, I think this is probably one of the best Foxy plushies that are out there because I don't think a lot of companies were able to pull off a good looking, Foxy, you know what I mean? I think some companies have done the job, but I think a company like Hex that was able to pull like good details on him. Like, I think some of the big issues with other Foxy plushies that they weren't able to get all the details on them. But some of the other companies, go off the the plushies in the actual games, if that makes sense. Anyway, so here's the thing, because I wanted to answer the question you asked earlier, if they're worth getting. If you're, this is just my opinion. I think they're worth getting. Obviously they are. Now some of them aren't, as pricey as others. Like this one is not. The FNAF 1 gang, I think was only like, I think each one was like $55 a piece. I think that's for just each one. So I think if you get the bundle, it's probably, I don't know. I can't do math right now, but if okay, I do plan to. I'm gonna correct you there. It is actually Glamrock Bonnie instead of Rockstar Bonnie. It's gonna be Glamrock Bonnie instead of Rockstar Bonnie. I'm sure Rockstar Bonnie will probably come out with the future Rockstars. But no, it's gonna be Glamrock Bonnie, Vanny, and Glitchtrap. I am gonna get those three eventually. Well, if you want Foxy really bad, if you have, I think, 55 or whatever, however much he is, then you probably get him. How much is Foxy? I'm actually curious. I'm actually going to go on the site quickly, because I want to see how much he costs. Because I just want to know. Let me see. How much does Foxy cost? How much does the OG gang cost on the store? I just want to see. Oh, 57. Oh, that's not too terrible. That's not too terrible. Yar, mateys. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, I think the Hex plushies are worth getting, but again, if you have that kind of money, if you're willing to use that kind of money on plushies, then yeah, go for it. But the reason why I get them is because I have to use them The reason why I get them is because, number one, I have a whole series on YouTube I do with them, so it kind of forces me to get them. Okay, it doesn't actually force me to get them, but I still have to get them, you know, because, one, because I do them for YouTube, and two, I want them to my collection. I don't know if you guys heard that. That was my dog barking. That was my dog barking downstairs. I don't know if you guys heard that. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that was my dog barking. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Do you guys like the dark here, or should I turn the light on? I kind of like it when it's dark like this. Should I turn the light on, or do you guys think the light's good? I think the darkness makes it look more cooler. But what do you guys think? Because I feel like if I turn the light on, it's going to look too bright. I kind of like the light off. I usually just keep the nightstand light on and just keep everything else dark. I'm not going to lie. You want me to turn the light on? I don't know. I kind of like the light off. I don't know. I'm not going to lie. I kind of like the light off. And plus, you know, I do like the dark anyway, so, well, I don't like it when it's pitch black when I can't see, but, like, you know, I definitely like it when it's not too bright, you know? Also, the reason why I'm doing this stream, because I literally got nothing else to do, because I can't do anything outside, because there's just nothing but snow out, and, you know, I haven't done one of these kind of streams in a while, and I know that I've been wanting to do one of these streams for a little while. At this point, I'm just talking to myself at this point. Okay. Hold on. I wonder if I can get the... Hold on. If more people do join the stream, I will have some things to talk... I will talk about some stuff that I do want to mention. You want to see the Hex Ignited Freddy plushie? Alright, give me 1 second. Just 1 second, and I'll go get it. Do I not have a thumbnail for? I probably don't. Okay, well, I guess I don't have the thumbnail for the stream. Oh, no, wait, I do. Wait. Could I make that work? I probably could. All right, give me just 1 second. I know I'm kind of slacking a little bit here. I'll go get him then. Just give me a second. 1 second. The reason why it wasn't in my Hex collection video was because I didn't get him at the time, you know? I didn't have him at the time, and I ended up getting him right after the collection video. Actually, I got him earlier this month, actually, of January. So it hasn't been a month yet. It hasn't even been a month. I saw do a face reveal. No, not even close. Not even gonna do a face reveal yet. Will I eventually do a face reveal? If I get more... I tell you what. If I hit... I'll tell you what. If this channel goes up to 1 million subscribers, I'll do a face reveal. Which I can tell you why that's not going to happen. That's why it's not going to happen, because, you know, I know me hitting 1 million subscribers is going to be a long, 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 long time. So that's why I'm not doing it. I know there's people out there who really want to see what I actually look like. Like, there's people who really do want to see what I look like. But I'm not going to share that. I'm not going to do that yet. Because... oh, man. Oh. I'm telling you, people want that face reveal from me. There's a few people who do. Why do I refuse to do a face reveal? Well, if I really wanted to tell you the story, I would. All right, give me like 20 seconds real quick here, and then I'll go get All right, all right, all right. Hold on, 1 second. All right, all right. There we go. All right, let me go get Night Freddy. Let me get Night Freddy. All right. All right. All right. Here's Ignite Freddy. He's actually kind of cool. I think I said in my video review I did of him. He's actually quite cool, actually. I like the detail, all the material, like the texture or whatever it is, all the material. Kind of give him like that smudged dirt look to him. I did have some ideas for the Joy of Creation. Like I had some ideas with this. That opinion will definitely change when you get them in person. Like you want to see if you just want us to see if they're good quality. Well, they are good quality plushies. But I think if you have one in person, it'll definitely, I think you'll be impressed with how they look in person. But I do have some ideas with the Joy of Creation characters. Well, with the Joy of Creation stuff. I do have some ideas, which I will pitch that out. I'll probably talk about that sometime in the near future when I have everything I need. All right. I'm curious. Z-Man, your Bonnie finally arrived. What do you think of it? What do you think of Bonnie? Pretty cool? Good. Good. I'm going to just do that. I'm just going to heart that. Yo, shout out to Hex, Freddy, and Bonnie channel for... Yeah, just give a shout out for those guys for a donation. Shout out to that. Shout out. So you want to get Foxy, and then you want to try to get more later in the year. Is that what you're trying to say? That's what it sounds like you're trying to say. By the way, if you're just joining the stream right now, hello. This is just a sit and relax stream where we can just sit down and have a conversation. That's if you're just joining the stream. We could just talk about whatever if you like. Okay, I got you. All right, I'm gonna put these guys back in their spot. Put these guys back in there. Ready. So put Foxy back to where he, You don't know who you'll get after Foxy? I probably get, well, if you don't have any of the other original members, maybe get like, well, I don't know, who's your favorite FNAF character? Other than Foxy. Fall down. It's gonna fall down. Is there gonna be more? I mean, that's actually a good question. Is there gonna be more lore to my channel? Do you mean like What do you mean by lore? Like in my in the series, or like in the plush series, or like in the Hex series? Is that what you mean by lore? Because I do have an answer for that if that's what you're wondering. Here, I'll move the camera up so you guys can see more of the characters I have. The Hex series. Yes, there is kind of a lore in my Hex series, you know, like I just enjoy doing the Hex series, you know, but like I tried to kind of there's kind of a bit of a lore into it. Um here's the thing with that. I obviously don't want to spoil too much. But I do have some ideas for future videos in the future for the Hex series. Um I know the one thing that one of the things I have to figure out how I'm going to how do I explain this? There is a bit of a lore in the Hex series. I don't know if like if you uh if you watch carefully, there is kind of lore. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. But there is kind of a lore in the Hex series. Like, you know, like because you know there are some videos where it's like, you know, like there's just some videos out there that are just random ones, or there are ones that will kind of, give a little bit of a lore, but um I do plan on, there are some ideas I have hopefully this year that I can do that'll give you an idea of what happened in the past or whatever. I don't know how to explain that kind of stuff. But yes, there is lore. Um Man, you want to see you want me to show everything here. Like you want to see Jackie, you want to see the Mimic. I probably should just go through the entire uh do I think they'll bring back Mangle, or essentially do I think they'll restock Mangle? Um I'd like to hope they do. I mean, I hope they bring back Mangle. I mean, if they don't, then it is what it is if they don't. Um, this is what I do, guys. I'll tell you what I do, or this is how I'm able to get every single FNAF plush there are in Hex. I get them the moment they are dropped. Like, literally, it's either the day or the day after they drop, I get them. Because I don't want to risk that point where if they're out of stock, I might have to wait a month or years just for them to restock. Like, that's how I've been able to get every single one. I get them the day of they come out. But the thing is, I haven't had any, like, sold-out problems where I have to wait so many months until this gets restocked. Like, I've been able to get every single one when it was in stock. But I think I started collecting my Hex stuff in, like, I think 2023. Because my first ones were the FNAF 1 plushies. They were the first ones I got. So yeah, that's how I've been able to get every single one and not having to worry about any, like, out of stocks or having to wait so long. Because, I've been able to get them the moment they drop on the store. I hope that makes sense. Okay. I might charge my... Charging? No. Oh, I don't have it plugged in. Duh. I mean, you're technically not wrong. I mean, they're still kind of new. Technically, the recent one was technically the recent one I got was Ignited Freddy. He was the recent one I got, but I think before that, I think it was Secret of the Mimic. No, the one before that was Entered, and then it was Secret of the Mimic. God, I remember the story with Secret of the Mimic. The Hex plushies for Secret of the Mimic. I remember this story very well. I don't know if I ever shared this, but I guess I'll share it. So it was probably October that this happened. It was in October. It was So I'm sure, I don't know if you guys, I don't know how you guys are, but like I just feel like, like, when you do, I don't know how you guys do it, but like, the shop app, like online, the shop app where you can go on and you can like track to see where your stuff is. Like, I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like when you go on like the iShop app and you try to track and see where your delivery is at, it'll tell you it's in this state. So when I looked on there to see where like my Secret of the Mimic stuff was at, it told me it was in like Newark, Nebraska. And I'm like, what? It's in Newark, Nebraska. And it was the day of. I looked, and like not even an hour or two later, there was a package at the door, and it was the Mimic and the Tiger. And I think it was the day after, a day or two after, I got Jackie. Because for some reason, they were shipped separately. I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they were shipped all together. For some reason, I got Tiger and the Mimic on one day, and then the next day, I got Jackie. I don't know. For some reason, they were shipped separately. All right. You want me to show you, Jack? You want me to show you Secret of the Mimic? All right, fine. I'll show you Secret of the Mimic. I do have a few. All right, fine. I'll show you the Secret of the Mimic stuff. Give me 1 second. This is the thing that I always do. I kind of knew that I had to do this. I knew that I was going to either sit down with the plushies in the background. Now people wanted me to start grabbing them and showing you guys them. All right, let me grab them. Let me get the Secret of the Mimic plushies. Get this one out of the way. Okay. Don't worry, I'm getting there. All right. I have all three. I do have all three. If you want to see them all three, I'll kind of do like a little bit of a live stream review of them all if you want me to. By the way, if you're wondering, I did make this box here. I did make that box for Jackie. I used it in my Secret of the Mimic video. And she does look pretty good up there. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, usually it's a less number of people. What game will you be live streaming next? That's actually a good question. So, you know what? I'll just tell you. I'll tell you, so you know. And if nobody else knows, then they don't know. But so as far as for what game I'm gonna be streaming next, so here's what I plan to do. So there's a few things coming in February. Okay. February there's actually I think it's February 10th. I think it was. That is supposed to be, I believe, the 9-year anniversary of Bendy the Ink Machine. So probably the day before or 2 days before that, because I think February 10th is on Tuesday, I'm going to probably stream Bendy the Ink Machine. And then before Poppy Playtime Chapter 5, I want to do like a live stream marathon where I would play all the other 4 chapters before Chapter 5. Because I'm going to be honest, I do feel like Chapter 5 is going to be the last chapter from Poppy Playtime. I just feel like it's going to be. I mean, I'd be very surprised if there's a 6th chapter, but I do feel like it's going to be the last chapter for the storyline of Poppy Playtime. I'm sure they'll do more games after that, which I think they should, but as far as for the story of Poppy Playtime right now, I think it's the final chapter. Because you've got Huggy, you've got the Lily Lovebraid character, and then you got the prototype. So yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen. Have I played Security Breach? I played Security Breach a million times. I just did a stream of that literally last month. Yeah, I played Security Breach a million times. Yeah, Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 is coming this year. It's coming out February 18th. They announced the release date for that. February 18th. That's literally like in a few weeks. All right. You want to see my Secret of the Mimic plushies? Because I knew you. I think someone was asking to see them. You want me to show you them? Because I will gladly show you them right now. Trust me, I've played all the FNAF games before. I will tell you the scariest FNAF game out of them all is FNAF 4. Fights Phrase 4, scariest game of them all. All right, here. I'll show you what we got. I'll show you what we got so far. Let me show you what we got. Okay, here we go. So, here's Jackie. They are freaking huge. Can't get them throughout the whole frame there. Oh, there you go. There's Jackie. She looks really cool. There she is. Okay. Yeah, there's Jackie. The cool thing I like about Jackie is that her arms are posable. So you can pose them whatever way you like. Cool thing with Jackie is she can come off like that. So like in the chase scene, you know, she could chase you like that. That's how I did in Secret of the Mimic. This is Jackie. Now you're talking about the FNAF 3 movie. FNAF 3 movies, Spray Trap and Phantoms. Oh. Well, I don't know if that's confirmed. Well, I think it's probably confirmed that FNAF 3 is going to happen, but I don't know if the Phantoms will appear. Here's the Mimic. Now, this is obviously the Mimic from Secret of the Mimic. This is the ruined version of the Mimic, not the Secret of the Mimic version. The Secret of the Mimic doesn't have a squared head. It has more of like a... My initial reaction looked when I first saw the Mimic and Secret of the Mimic, it looked like a robot alien because of the way the eyes were, like how like the... How do I describe it? I'm trying to figure out how to describe it. If you saw the Mimic version in Secret of the Mimic, you know what I'm talking about. It looks nothing like this. I really do like the Ruined Mimic, don't get me wrong. I think the Ruined Mimic's creepy. The Secret of the Mimic is also creepy. Yep, there's the Mimic. But yeah, just keep in mind that this is the Mimic from Ruin, not Secret of the Mimic. I know he's part of the Secret of the Mimic way, but this is the Mimic version from Secret of the Mimic. When is the next FNAF game? I have no clue. I have no clue. You're asking the wrong guy. I wish I knew that answer myself as well. I wish I knew when the next FNAF game was, but I don't. Which I was about to say that's unfortunate, but kind of is fortunate because I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to. I'd much rather not know when the next FNAF game is and find out from them and not myself. That didn't even make sense at all. How fast does the Hex plushies come? Oh God. Well, I will just tell you this from my experience. I'm not saying that's true, but just from my experience, it takes about probably 2.5 months just to get one from the moment you order it till the moment it arrives in your hands. Just from my experience, it takes almost 2.5 months. And I'm not lying when I say that. Here's Tiger Rock, or Tiger. He's got David's ice cream. Essentially, Tiger is David, essentially. Zipper on the back. That's an actual zipper, by the way. You could... Oh, God, I can't do it. Why can't I do it? There we go. You can zip it up and down. Ice cream. You could hear it. I don't know if you guys can hear it in the background, but you can hear, like, the snow falling right now. Here, maybe if I turn my fan off, you might be able to hear it. You guys hear that? Hear, like, that clicking sound? I'm sure you guys can hear that. It's coming. It's because the snow is like falling on my AC over there because I still have my air conditioning on the window still. Because I usually sometimes turn off for noise instead of cold, but I'm sure you get what I mean. Yep, if you're still just watching, hello. Oh, sister location? Oh boy. You might as well just go watch my Hex collection then if you want to see them all. And also, I don't know why it takes so long. It's probably because they have to. They have to get the orders in, they have to make them, and then they have to package them, and then they have to get them ready to be shipped. Which I can see why these guys take a long time to do. I can assume that these take a little bit to make. You know, they're not just like something you could do in like 2 hours. Because you gotta understand, these are actually made in a factory, and not by hand. I do have one that I did by. Actually, no, that's a lie. I don't have one that I did by hand. I have one that I made with a sewing machine, but I would like to do more and try to do them all by hand. Okay. Here, I'll have a little phone jack real quick. Try to play! Bob Bun looks like a puppet. Well, I mean, he technically is a hand puppet. And that is an actual hand puppet plush. It is a puppet. I mean, Bonbon is a hand puppet in the games, and that Bonbon you probably see over there, that is an actual hand puppet. Let's see. I am curious. How is the weather in your guys' area? Like, is it snowy, or is it fine? Because I can tell you where I'm at, it's very snowy. So I don't know how it is where you guys live, but it's snowy here where I live. I can tell you that right now. I think if you live in America, you probably know what I'm talking about. Is there at least snow outside or not? Because I can tell you right now, there's a lot of snow where I am. Because we just had a big snowstorm thing or whatever it was. Okay, bad weather. Yeah, I'd say it's been No way. Is it seriously 45 feet there? You got 45 feet of snow? 45 feet? Well, actually, 45. 45, well, 45 feet. That's not actually... What is 45 feet in inches, by the way? What is that? What's 45 feet in inches? I can't do math right now. What is 45 feet in inches? That's what I want to know. Because I saw that number like 45. What is it in inches, though? Like, what is it in inches? 45 feet. What is that in inches, though? That's all I want to know. Let me see. There's no way that's right. Is it 45 feet? Okay. 45 foot equals 540 inches. You're telling me you got 540 inches of snow, and it's 45 feet. It's 45 feet deep of snow. Because I think where I'm at, we probably got, I think, at least like 6 to 7 inches of snow. Up my tablet died. Well, I guess I gotta charge this. Alright, 1 second. I guess I could turn the fan off. Alright, I'll turn the fan off. I'll charge something here. Don't mind me. Alright. 540 inches. Alright, Z-Man, see ya. Alright, well, let this charge a little bit. Alright, Alright. Yeah, guys, if you're on the stream, you don't have to stay on the stream the whole time. I'm just on here in case you guys just want to come on and chat a little bit. You can, you know. Like I said, I'm not expecting to get like a bunch of viewers. When I do game streams, like when I do gaming streams, like whenever I play a game and I stream, they do well. But usually these streams I just like to sit and just have conversations. So I'm not expecting to be a good stream here. I mean, I'll give a shout out to Hex Freddy for what was it, Hex Freddy and Bonnie channel for the donation earlier, but Huggies World, hi. Alright, so I'm gonna get these guys back to where they were. Tiger there. Don't take the ice cream now. Guys, I'm running out of room for these guys. I'm not even joking. I'm running out of room for where to put them at. Like, I'm legit running out of room. Like, I'm eventually going to lose room to where I'm going to store these. But what? Oh boy. I'll have to organize the... Also, in case you guys want to see, because again, I never really showed on a stream yet, I'll show you guys my new computer system here. There's the new gaming computer. This is how I was able to record my Security Breach Code Content Restore Let's Play, and how I was able to do my Joy Creation playthrough. It's an Intel Core i7 iBuyPower PC. It's very good. Really, really good PC. However, it's very pricey. But I actually got mine on a discount. I got that on a discount. I think it was originally like $1,300. I think I only had to pay like $900 and something for it. Play something like Bam Bam. I have been debating about if I should go back and actually do the other Guard of Bam Bam games. Oh, no. I'm okay with showing them. It's just, you know, if I'm gonna... Because, you know, it's not that I don't want to keep... No, I'm okay with showing you guys them. I'm okay with showing you guys the plushies. Like, I'm just... Here's the thing. I'm just, you know... I was out shoveling all day, and that kind of wore me out a little bit. Plus, it was really cold, so... And obviously, yeah, of course it's going to be cold out because you're doing snow, but, you know... I was just a bit exhausted, you know... But no, I can keep showing you guys some of the plushies if you guys want to see them in hand on stream. Like I can still do that. I'm not trying to say no, I don't want to get up and show you guys, but you know, it's just, you know. The only reason why I'm doing this stream is because I haven't done one of these streams in ages, and you know, I feel like there probably been a few of you out there that might wanted me to do one of these. And I thought, well, because it's very snowy, I figured, you know what, why not? Because there's like literally nothing else to do. So that's why I'm doing it. Let me go, I'm going to organize something over here real quick. Like I said before, up there goes William Afton's head. Purple guy! Hey, purple guy! I'm sure you guys know where that's from. If you know, you know. Purple guy! I'm actually kind of happy that they did like a purple guy head. So you could start doing that now. Purple guy! Purple guy! Okay, okay, I did want to answer that question I saw, because it did actually brought to my attention. Am I gonna do like a season 2 of Bendy World? When I get through enough episodes of Bendy World for season 1, yes, there will eventually be a season 2. It'll probably be sometime in the near future, but right now I'm just gonna be sticking with season 1. I want to get it probably won't be as much as it was for season 1. Season 1 of or no. Let me reword this. Season 1 of Bendy World probably won't be as much as it was when I did FNAF Hex, because FNAF Hex was like, I think, 25 of the videos. And then season 2 had like 27, and right now we're only just one season into season 3. How many seasons will there be of FNAF Hex? Well, here's the thing. It depends on how many episodes. Usually I try to go up to at least 25 or 26 episodes, for a full season, okay? So the way how it worked was I started the Hex series in 2023, and I kept doing it throughout 2024 because, I think by the end of 2023, I was only probably, I would say, maybe 10 episodes or 12. I don't know. I think it was like at least 12 episodes in. And then all 2025 came, and I started to do season 2, and then I was able to do 27 episodes in all 2025. So I switched it, and I went to season 3 for 2026. So depending on how many episodes I do this year, if I do that many again for 2026, then 2027 we'll do season 4. So it kind of goes by the year, if that makes sense, or it just kind of goes by how many episodes I get in per season. I try to at least get 25 to 27 per season. It depends on how many I do each year, Like, let's just say I hit 25 episodes by the end of 2026. That would be enough for season 3. And then when 2027 hits, we can kick off season 4. Like, does that kind of make sense? You know what I mean? I'm hoping that makes sense. So I honestly don't know how many there will be. I mean, that's, now that I think about it, how long could the seasons go to? Well, here's the thing with this. Okay, here's the thing. There probably will eventually be a point where, well, I don't really want to think about that too much, I don't know. I think I'm just going to keep going and just to see how far we can go. And then if it gets to a point where we're getting to the end, then we'll see. But, I think, I think we definitely can get through 2025. That we probably can get through, or not 2025. We can definitely get through 2026 and possibly 2027. I don't know. I'm just going to keep doing it until I'm like, you know what? I'm done. Like, that's just basically how I'm going to do it, I'm going to keep going. I want to keep going with the Hex series because I have a lot of good ideas. Obviously, I need some more characters. Either I need to wait until Hex releases them, or I just have to make them myself. So yeah, I hope that answers the question. I know there's kind of a long answer, but hopefully that answers the question. Why do I use the yellow Bendy plushies? Ooh, okay. This was something else I wanted to talk about as well. That's a great question. Okay, so why do I use? Okay. So here. Okay, listen, hear me out. So, if you've seen earlier today, I posted my newest Bendy World video called Hide and Seek. It's with the Butcher Gang. Just so you guys know, the Butcher Gang plushies I used in that video, they were the black and white versions. Okay. The reason why I initially, okay, I'm going off track here. Okay. So I initially used the yellow versions of the Bendy plushies because when I was at the decision, okay, do I want to go back to doing Bendy videos? I thought, okay, well, I'm going to go back to doing Bendy videos. I want to make the series new and fresh. So I thought, okay, instead of going back to using the black and white plushies, what if I went back and used the yellow ones? Where I used the yellow Dark Revival Bendy, and I used like the Boris and Alice that were from like that kind of line. Let me just go get them. That might be better if I just show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay. I have a few here. Okay. Let me explain this let me try to explain this as best I can, okay? Um, okay. I mean, I don't have them. Yeah, here, I'll just grab them all. I'll just grab them all. I'll just show you every single one that I got. All right, all right, all right. All right. Hear me out. Okay. All right. Let me explain. Okay. So, the newest hex, or not the newest hex, the newest Bendy World video I just put out today was the hide and seek video that I used with the Butcher game. And that would be these three guys. Where's the other guy at? Where is he? Oh, here he is. It's with these three. Okay? These are the three I used for the video. Okay? Now here's the thing. When I initially made the decision of I was gonna go back to doing Bendy videos, I wanted to make the series new and fresh because before, years ago, when I did the Bendy videos, I would use the black and white versions. Okay? So when I made the decision, I was like, okay, I'll go back to doing Bendy videos, but here's the thing though. I wanted to go back and I want to make the videos new and fresh, if that makes sense, okay? So I decided, okay, let's use the black and yellow versions of the Bendy plushies, okay? So I decided to use the Dark Revival Bendy from Bendy and the Dark Revival, and I decided to use, this was like the Heavenly Toys, like Boris plushie. It was like the Heavenly Toys thing. I was initially going to use this Bendy, but the thing with this Bendy is that his eyes are just weird. Like, it's not like this. You know what I mean? Like it's not like this where his eyes are facing the same way. The eyes on this, they're like facing different directions, and it's weird. And also, this is supposed to be like the Dark Revival Bendy, so that's why he has the attire. And also, I really do like this Bendy, by the way. So I did the first few videos with the black and yellow versions, and they seemed to do, they did really well. Like, the first episode did fine, and I kind of just continued from there. Then I got to the thought where, okay, I have all the other black and white plushies still here. Should I start using those? Because here's the thing, I knew that I didn't have any Butcher Gang plushies in that black and yellow style, if that makes sense. So I had to think about, okay, how do I want to do this? So I thought, okay, well, I can either go a few paths here. I can either just, only when I have whatever there's videos where I have to use the Butcher Gang, or it's either I stick with using the yellow and black plushies, and the Butcher Gang will just have to end up being the ones that are just going to be in the black and white form, or I go back to using the black and white plushies permanently, where I would just only use the black and white versions. But the thing is, there are so many good-looking Bendy plushies out there that are in the black and yellow style. And the thing is, though, with the games, it doesn't look black and white. It's black and yellow. But the reason why it looks black and yellow is because the light reflections of the game, or the light reflections, makes the characters look yellow. When in reality, their actual color is, they got black and white skin. Not to, you know what I mean? Like for example, like when I show you this white Boris, when I show you the black and white version of Boris, he kind of has a little bit of a yellow tone right now because of the light, because it's a yellow light. Or because the color of the light makes it look a different color. It's like the reflection. Does that kind of make sense? I'm trying to make it as sense as I can, because I know some people like me when I use the black and yellow plushies, and I know there's some people who want me to go back to using the white and black versions. Like, I'm trying to explain it to where that makes sense. So it's kind of complicated. It's complicated because I like using the black and yellow plushies. I really do, but I know there's people who want me to go back to using the black and the black and white versions of the plushies, like how they would look when you draw them on paper, But the black and yellow is the vibe you kind of get now these days in the games, because when you play the games, you don't really see black and white. It's just the reflection of the lights in the studio makes them all look yellow and black. So I'm hoping that makes sense, because there's still a few Bendy plushies out there I like to get. Like, I want to try to get some of the U2's plushies. Like, I want to try to get the U2's Ink Demon, the U2's Beast Bendy, U2's Tom and Allison, and the Lone Wolf Boris. Oh my God, excuse me. But yeah, uh, I'd probably say most of those guys you just mentioned, I know who they are. I know who Gabe's World is. I know who Travis Plush Production is. I know who Sly Pie is, and I know who Swifty is. I know who they are. I know who they are. I know who they are. I've known some of those people. Well, I don't know them personally, but I've been watching those people for a little while. For a little while, I will say that. I am happy though that Gabe's World is back and uploading, but obviously, he's not uploading plush videos anymore because he kind of grew out of that. I think this is why I usually say, guys, I feel like we're on to a next generation of when it comes to plush tubing, because a lot of the OGs don't really plush tube that much anymore because they kind of grew out of it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's what happens with some of these people who did plush tubing at the time, is that they enjoyed it, they were in their prime, but they, when they got older, it's almost like, you kind of grew out of it. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's not that they stopped it because they didn't like it. It's just, they just grew out of it. So, they weren't really, they didn't have the motivation spirit to continue them, if that makes sense. It's almost kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. It's almost kind of like, wrestling, when you get older in wrestling, your body tells you that you're finished. That's kind of like how it is in the plush tubing thing, like you do it for so long because when you're so young, but then when you get older, your mind just kind of tells you, like, hey, you're kind of done plush tubing. You kind of grew out of it. You're kind of done. So that's kind of that's kind of how it feels like. The Mangle Squid Game video. What is that? What's the Mangle Squid Game video? I have no idea what that is. The Mangle Squid Game video. I don't know what that is. What is that? I mean, I know he did a few Squid Game videos, but I don't know what the Mangle Squid Game is. I'm guessing it has mangle on it, because you said mangle, but I don't know what that is. I'm also happy that Sly Pie came back as well, because there was a point where Sly Pie was out for a little while as well. So I'm happy that he was able to come back. And he released like his FNAF 2 plush movie videos based off of the FNAF 2 movie. Also, by the way, I haven't really talked about it because I haven't streamed since, but what do you guys think of the FNAF 2 movie? What's your guys' opinion on the FNAF 2 movie? What do you guys think? Hello, Flamin' Trap. What do you guys think of the FNAF 2 movie? That's what I want to know. What's your thoughts on the FNAF 2 movie? Because I haven't really streamed since then. Hayden, hello. Okay, good. It was good. You haven't watched it yet? Oh man, you better watch it. Well, you can watch it. It's on I think it's on Amazon right now, so you can watch it at home if you want. And it comes out on DVD in February, so if you haven't watched it, you can watch it at home, or if you want to see it, I think I can tell you it's definitely not going to be in theaters for a while, because I think I could have sworn I saw somewhere where it's only going to be theaters for like January 20 something. How Bonnie did it? You talk about Withered Bonnie? Because you talk about Withered Bonnie, I can understand that. If you're talking about Withered Bonnie, I get it, because I kind of felt the same as well. As how Withered Bonnie didn't really get that much screen time as well. Yeah, Withered Bonnie didn't really get a lot of screen time, to be fair. He only showed up when, I guess, when you saw all of them in the room, and then when he got activated, and when he was in the vet, and that was it. Like, he didn't like stand in the office, I thought we would get like a shot where he's actually in the office. He'd have to put the mask on. I was getting quiet there for a second. Oh, I forgot about this one. Okay. All right. Anyways, where were we? Yeah, we're talking about the movie. Of course, the movie has its flaws. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm sure the FNAF 2 movie has flaws, but I think because it did so well, they'll probably end up doing FNAF 3, which, honestly, I think they're going to do FNAF 3 regardless, because I think after the ending of FNAF 2, I think it just makes people now wonder what's going to happen next, you know? Like, I can tell you right now, when I left the theater, like, after I walked out of that theater after watching FNAF 2, I was like, what the hey did I just watch? In a good way. It was in a good way. Okay? I was like, what happened? Like, okay, so what's got to happen now? Like, okay. Okay, well, I shouldn't say anything because if you haven't watched it yet, then, you know, you probably should watch it. But it's already out there. So, okay, in case you haven't watched the movie yet, quick spoiler warning, but what's going to happen now because, you know, Vanessa gets possessed by the marionette or gets taken controlled by the marionette at the end of FNAF 2. So what's going to happen? Is Vanessa going to be evil in FNAF 3 now? Well, what's going to happen? All right, fine. You're begging to see sister location. Sure, I will show you sister location. All right. Let me show you sister location. I'll show you Ennard as well, okay? I'll show you the Ennard plushie as well. So just give me 1 second. Hey, hold on a second. That's actually a good thought. That's a really good thought. I kind of thought about that too, because technically when Vanessa's evil, she has the Vanny suit on. Because we never necessarily see Vanessa evil without the Vanny mask. Like, because in Security Breach, Vanessa wasn't necessarily evil in Security Breach when she didn't have Vanny suit on. When she didn't have the Vanny suit on, she wasn't necessarily evil. Like, she wasn't walking around trying to kill us as Vanessa, you know? Like, she was only walking around with the flashlight, you know? That's Vanessa. Vanny, however, was out for blood. Vanny, however, is trying to kill us. So I think what happens is when Vanessa's not in the suit, that's Vanessa. But when she does have the suit on, it's Vanny. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's complicated to explain. I hope it makes sense. All right, sister location. Give me a second. You're going to keep spamming sister location until I show them. But here, hold on. It's actually been a while since I properly reviewed these guys. Maybe I'll just do a live stream where I do a full review on every single plushie, one by one. That might be an idea for me to do in the future, is do a SuperPlushB Hex plushie review live stream where I just show off every single one. I'm not going to do that in this stream, I can tell you that right now. That might be something to do. Maybe just to kind of, maybe do a sit, talk, and review live stream where we sit and talk, and also I show off the Hex plushies, where I show off each one by one. That might not be a bad idea. Okay. Okay, here's the first one. Here we go. So here's Circus Baby. I do love Circus Baby. She's really cool. Definitely one of my favorite sister location characters. Also with Circus Baby, I was not expecting her appearance in FNAF 2. I'm going to tell you that right now. I was not expecting Circus Baby to appear in FNAF 2. Who knows why that is? Like, why? What do you guys think about Circus Baby? Why do you guys think Circus Baby appeared in FNAF 2? Like, what do you think they're trying to say there? Like, are they trying to say that's what William Afton was working on? Or are they trying to say something else? Like, why do you guys think what's the deal with Circus Baby in FNAF 2? Because that's a big mystery. Like, that's a big mystery. That's a big mystery to think about. Why did this clown, this possessed clown showed up in FNAF 2. And also, I'm not calling her a clown purposely because she is a clown. You know, she's literally like Jackie. Sister location is FNAF 5, technically. FNAF 4 is with the nightmares. FNAF 5 is technically sister location. It's just, it was never called Five Nights at Freddy's 5. Oh, movies. Well, I don't know. They did show, if they were teasing her for FNAF 5, I don't know. Because to be fair, they're not really that close yet for FNAF 5. They still got to do FNAF 3 and FNAF 4. Well, you gotta understand, though, the thing is, though, is that there's multiple universes when it comes to the lore of FNAF. You got the movie universe, you got the book universe, you got the game. Like, you got the movie lore, the book lore, and the game lore. So there's obviously a separate storyline in the movies. You know what I mean? Like, there's multiple, there's different lores, like the game lore, the book lore, and the movie lore. So with Baby showing in FNAF 2, they're probably doing something different. What they probably did do is, my day's going really well. I'm a little tired. Just digged up some snow outside. But I'm okay though. Thanks for asking, Hayden. But yeah, I'm curious to see where it's gonna go, because you know because showing Circus Baby in FNAF 2, that was a big surprise. I'm like Circus Baby. Like, I also didn't shout it out at the theater, but like when I saw it for the first time in my brain, I was just like, Circus Baby? What the fudge? But yeah, that's Circus Baby. I just had the brain out because I was showing Circus Baby. I just thought about Circus Baby appearing in FNAF 2. And also the crazy thing with FNAF 2 is that Circus Baby had green eyes in FNAF 2. Circus Baby doesn't have green eyes. She essentially has blue eyes. She has green eyes because Elizabeth Afton is the soul that is possessing Baby. So, are you trying to tell me that someone is possessing Circus Baby in FNAF 2? Is that what you're trying to tell me? I mean, in the movie universe, it could easily be William Afton's wife, because we never see William Afton's wife at all. So maybe, I can't. Maybe William Afton's wife is Circus Baby in FNAF 2, or maybe it's Elizabeth Afton. But we haven't seen Elizabeth Afton in the movie universe, so maybe it is William Afton's wife. I don't know. Here's Ballora. I do like her as well. I like the jingle bells. Really, really cool. Really cool. All right, here's another good one. We've got Mr. Fun Time Freddy here with Bon Bon. See if you guys can see Bon Bon. There you go. Fun Time Freddy and Bon Bon. There you go. All right, let me show you Fun Time Foxy. It's time to take your final bow. There's Fun Time Foxy with a magnetic tail. It's Fun Time Foxy. And then here's the last one. I think I got him. I think I got this one back in November, I think it was. Here's the final one. Here's Ennard. That's Ennard. In case you didn't know, Ennard does have a magnetic mask, so you can take this mask off and see the endoskeleton face underneath. There you go. And then you can just put it back on. There's Ennard. Okay. All right, you happy now? I showed you sister location. You happy? I don't know how much longer I'm going to stream here, guys. There are some things I want to talk about. So if you guys want to, if I was you, I would stay on the stream, because there are some things I want to talk about then as well, because, you know, I think it's important. So I don't know how much longer we keep going here, but just so you guys know. All right, let me get these guys back on the shelf, because I don't want to have a pile of them, so I might as well just put them back up now, so I don't have a whole pile of them, and then at the end of the stream, I got to put them all back. Oh. Foxy, Funtime Freddy. then we'll do lore and then we'll put entered up and then. And here's the big network. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this now. So if you're watching the stream, you could talk about it. You could listen to this live, but I'm sure people will go back and rewatch the stream. So I'm going to talk about it now. So, okay. All right. How am I going to start this? Okay. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a channel update because I feel like I haven't done that in a while, and I figured I'd just do it now. So if you're on the stream, you could listen a while. But I'm sure people will go back and they'll rewatch this stream, which I'm sure that's usually what people do. So here's a little bit of a channel update. FNAF Hex is going to keep going, as it usually does. I don't have a second episode ready yet, but hopefully I have one ready soon. I just put out a new Bendy World episode earlier today, so make sure you guys check that one out as well. The other thing I want to talk about is hopefully next week, I put out the first ever episode of the new Smiling Critters series I'm doing for Poppy Playtime. I'm hoping to put that out next week. Or sometime next weekend. So you guys are going to have to stay tuned for that. As far as for streams, I'm going to try to stream Bendy the Ink Machine closer to its anniversary day or something, probably the Sunday before. And then I'm going to do a few streams, probably the weekend before Poppy Playtime Chapter 5, do all the other chapters before we play Chapter 5, just to kind of get like an idea, because, I have to be able to memorize the lore of Poppy Playtime, I have to memorize what's going on in the story. So that way in Chapter 5, I could be like, okay, I remember this from this chapter and that chapter. You know what I mean? Like, hopefully that makes sense. So yeah, I'm gonna do so. Yeah, there's gonna be at least probably 3 streams in February, and there's definitely gonna be a Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 Let's Play. I'm hoping to release more Bendy World videos and FNAF videos. It's just my brain usually goes down different paths when it comes to creating stuff. Like right now, I've kind of been focused on more with the Bendy stuff and the Poppy Playtime stuff, because there's not a lot of stuff excited for FNAF right now. Because a lot of all the exciting things have already happened last year, Obviously, oh my god, excuse me. Obviously, that doesn't mean I'm going to stop the Hex series. I'm going to keep the Hex series going, but there's not a lot of, will I stream next week? Well, it depends on what the date is next week. I plan on streaming the Sunday before February 10th, because February 10th is I think the 9-year anniversary of Bendy the Ink Machine. So I thought I'd do a live stream to celebrate that, to play Bendy the Ink Machine, the first ever Bendy game. And then I'm going to do a few streams in February to play all the Poppy Playtime chapters, kind of like a chapter marathon. So do Chapter 1, Chapter 2. What I might do is, I'm debating right now, I don't know if I should do one big stream where I do all 4 chapters, or if I do 2 separate streams. One stream will be Chapters 1, Chapters 2, and then another stream where it's Chapters 3 and 4. But Chapters 3 and 4 are quite long, though, so maybe I might have to do 3 streams. I don't know. I'll figure it out. And then probably once Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 comes out, we'll make videos of them. But because my schedule during the week is so busy, I try to find the time to record these videos, because I'm usually busy during the weeks. My schedule to record and edit, it's a little all over the place, but I've been able to find time to do it. It's just, I can already know February is going to be a busy month for me. So I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to make it work, because I really want to be able to get one episode. I want to try to at least get one episode of Chapter 5 in on the day it comes out. I don't know if I'm going to put every single episode out on the day it comes out, but I want to at least try to get at least 1 or 2 out and get the rest of them out. I'll probably go by day. So one day you'll get the first episode, next day will be the second episode. You guys know what I mean. because you also, the other thing is, if I'm gonna do something like that, I gotta stay off social media because I swear when a new game comes out, social media, it blows up. Like people are gonna spoil stuff on social media, and I just hate it. Like I hated to do that. The only times I ever have to use the internet is if I need help on what I need to do. Like if I get stuck somewhere and I have like no idea what I'm supposed to do, I'll go online and tell me where I need to go. Like obviously I don't spoil anything lore related, so but you guys know what I mean. You know. But yeah, I'm gonna take my time on it, okay? I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best to stay active because that's what I'm trying to do because I don't want to relive like I did 2 years ago. Because 2 years ago, around this time 2 years ago, I took I think like a 5 month break off without any explanation of where I was. And then I just came back out of the blue. So I don't want to go through that again. Um Not saying why I took my break or why I took my 5 month break at that time was because there was nothing, you know, I'm getting into the personal stuff here now. Okay, I will tell you this though. With everything I was doing during that 5 month period 2 years ago, I don't regret. I will tell you that. Um, but I think it was definitely kind of a break that I needed. I could probably keep going for a little bit more. I'm not saying I'm gonna end the stream now, because you guys know I'm streaming on my phone, and my phone just says at 20%. I do need to charge it, so I probably should do that right now. All right, let me grab this charge. Oh, I can't reach it. All right, I'm gonna move the camera over a little bit, so if it goes at a weird angle, it's because I have it plugged in. Um, Again, I can take a stream as long as I want. But that's if you guys want to continue. That's if you guys stay on the stream. It's up to you guys, though. It's also kind of up to me as well, to be honest, though. But I'm kidding. I'm only kidding. As long as you guys are enjoying the stream, it's fine. It's all that matters. God dang it. Hold on a second. Here, what if I just use this one? All right, give me a second, guys. I might have to relocate my spot here. Hold on. Because I got to plug in my phone to charge because this thing will die, and it's just going to cut the stream right now. So I need to plug this in so this can charge. I got to move my foxy slippers here. There's a stink bug on the carpet. Why is there a stink bug on the carpet? There's a stink bug on the carpet. All right, come on, get. All right, there we go. Plug it in. Okay, I think it's charging. Hopefully that's charging. I'm hoping my phone's charging, so if the stream just cuts off, I apologize. That's because my phone probably died. Because if my phone dies, then the stream's gonna get cut off. Oh, that's why I can't move it, because the Chica slippers. Also, if you guys don't believe me, I do actually have slippers of Chica and Foxy. That's a Chica slipper. And then it's a Foxy slipper right there. I think I can move it over just a little bit. Nope. Okay. Actually, what if I move that up a little bit? Okay. All right. Well, hopefully my phone's charging, so that way it doesn't die on me. Because trust me, if the stream were to cut right now, that's why. Because my phone would die, and I would just make a community post, or I would just say in the comments saying sorry that my stream got cut. Let's see here. Let's see. I got lefty lucky. Lefty Lucky. Oh, Lefty. Oh. Um. Yeah, Lefty's an interesting character. I'll just say that. Lefty's interesting. Whew. Lefty's interesting. Lefty's a very interesting character. At this point, I'm just on my bed. I was on my chair, but now that I gotta charge the phone, I'm just sitting on the bed right now. Let's see. Bendy World. I'm looking at my channel right now, guys, because I want to see how my channel's doing. The Bendy World video is actually doing pretty good. How we doing? Guys, we're actually getting pretty close to 4,000 subscribers. Believe it or not, we're getting pretty close. We're getting pretty close. We are currently at, let's see, we have 3,673 subscribers right now. So we're getting close to 4,000. So if you know anybody, if you're not subscribed to this channel and you're watching my stream, you better subscribe. Or if you know somebody who likes Fights at Freddy's, Poppy Playtime, or Bendy or whatever, tell them to check out the channel and subscribe. Because we're getting close to that 4,000 mark. If you guys also want to, you guys can give me some ideas as well. As far as for like future plush videos or whatever, you guys can give me some ideas. Now, granted, not say that I might actually use the idea, but if you want to tell me an idea, you can, and maybe I might consider it. Wait a minute. It's getting quiet. It's awful quiet. I don't like it. It's getting quiet, and I don't like it. I don't like that it's getting quiet. It's getting very quiet. What is this? Hold on. Let's see. Oh, that was my iPad making that noise. Every Hex Plus I have, make a party. Well, I mean, I kind of did do that with the Christmas party video that I did a while back for Christmas. It was like a Christmas party. I didn't use every single one, but I think I probably used like half of them. And trust me, doing videos where I gotta use every single character is a pain. Because I gotta make so many trips because I can't carry them all at one time unless I put them all in a big bin and carry them, which that might actually be the solution to do. If I need to use so many characters, I probably should just put them in a bin. So I can carry just the bin now, so I don't have to keep making so many trips just to carry them. Because I can probably only carry 5. I can carry like at least 5 in one hand. Like, there's probably at least 30 or 40 of them right now. Oh boy. Alright. So, what do you guys want to talk about, huh? Alright, okay. If you're watching the stream right now, let me ask you a question. What do you guys which game do you guys like better? Do you guys like Security Breach more or Secret of the Mimic? Which game's better in your opinion? Because those are Steel Wool's 2 only free roam games. So between Secret of the Mimic and Security Breach, which one do you like better? Okay. Okay. Let's see what we're saying. Okay. By the way, guys, I'm not talking about the Mimic design. I'm talking about just the game in general. Like, between Secret of the Mimic and Security Breach, what game do you like more? Just so you guys know that. You'll play Mimic last. Have you played Secret of the Mimic yet? Because the Secret of the Mimic been out for only. Oh, okay. Um, what? Oh, that's a good question. If I had to choose, oh, that's a tough question. Because I like both games. I do like Security Breach for its. I do like Well, here's the thing. The mod I played for Security Breach earlier this month, the Security Breach Content Restored mod I played, I loved that because it brought back so much content that they scrapped. And also, you like when you hit the 6 a.m. mark, you literally have access to the entire Pizzaplex. Like, that's why I loved it. Just that content restored mod itself. The actual game itself without mods, I'm not a big fan of because there's certain areas you don't really have access to. Like, okay, you could go to every attraction in the Pizzaplex, but like a lot of the utility tunnels in the Pizzaplex got cut. Like, I don't know if people understand how much content was cut in Security Breach. Like, a lot of content was cut. Like, that's why there was a lot of things in Security Breach cut content restore mod that I played earlier this year that we didn't see in the final version because they cut it, you know? Because that game was supposed to be so much different compared to what we got, you know? Like, if you watched if you watched the interview that Darko did with Scott Cawthon years ago, he literally said that there was supposed to be a different storyline to it, and it never happened, you know, because of, I guess, like COVID and stuff, you know. Like, I don't know, it was kind of a frustrating story to hear, you know, knowing that there was originally another story planned. Like, okay, I've always said this. My biggest problem with Security Breach was Vanny was not utilized to her fullest potential. She was not used enough. Vanny was not used to the fullest potential that she had. Throughout the marketing of Security Breach, she acted like that she was going to be the big antagonist, or she was going to be the character that we do not want to deal with at all costs, or whatever. Like, oh my god, I'm getting frustrated just now talking about it because it's frustrating because I really do like Vanny. I do like the character Vanny. And I have some cool ideas to use with Vanny whenever the Vanny Hex plushie comes out. Like, I do like the Vanny character. I do not like how, or I just don't like how she was not used to the fullest potential that she had. You know what I mean? Like, it's frustrating now to talk about it because if there was one thing I would change with Security Breach, like if I had that power to change one thing with Security Breach, I would I would add Vanny more. Is that Vanny at the table? You talk about Vanny right here? Well, let me see if I can get my finger to it. You talk about right there? That is Vanny right there. Right there. That's the Vanny that's the Vanny statue. The Vanny Vanessa statue. But she's right there. Right there. She has Vanny is back there as well. You guys can see her back there behind the shelf. But yeah, that's just something that I always say that every time whenever I talk about Security Breach, whenever I talk about my flaws with Security Breach. It's just, again, if there's one thing I wish they can go back and change with Security Breach is that use Vanny more. Because like even look at this poster over here, guys. Look at the Security Breach poster. You guys see the poster over there? Look at the poster. You guys can see Vanny in the background, right? How she's got the big red eyes in the background. Like when I look at that poster, I think about, okay, Got the glamour. So we see Vanny in the back. It's like, okay, Vanny, that's that's the threat. Like, that's who we do not want to deal with. That's gonna be the main villain. When we play Security Breach, Vanny was not shown, not even 5 times. Like, you only see Vanny when you get to the Lost and Found area, and you see her. I don't know. I can't explain it. She wasn't utilized to the fullest potential. Like I know I keep repeating myself, but if there's one thing I would change with Security Breach is use Vanny. Please, I would like to add more Vanny because she was not utilized enough. Here is a cool idea that they could have done with Vanny. It's kind of, I'm going to kind of compare this to what they did with the Ink Demon in Chapter 3 of Bendy and the Ink Machine, where like, or kind of like how MXCS was used in Ruin, where throughout the game when you're roaming around, there's going to be a point where Vanny will appear, you know, or she'll be in the area, and every now and then you would have to hide from her until she goes away, and then when she goes away, you could continue, you know, just only in the times when you're just free roaming the game, you know, like obviously if you have to like in Secure Breach, like if you have to stay in the office or to survive, or if you have to do like when you go to the office, security office and stuff, you don't want to have to worry about her there. Or like if you have to do like any of the other boss fights, you know, you won't have to worry about her. You only will have to worry about her when you're actually roaming around the place itself. So there might be a point where she'll just appear and you just have to hide, and then she'll go away and you can continue, you know? Like, I'm hoping that makes sense. And that's the other thing I didn't like. I didn't like the fact that we didn't get like a proper Vanny boss fight. That would have been really cool. I would have thought that Vanny would have been like the final boss fight. I do like Jazzwares more. I do like the Jazzwares plushies. I do have a few of the Jazzwares plushies. Actually, I think I have all the Jazzwares plushies. I do have them. I do have Jazzwares plushies. I do like the Jazzwares more than Funko. I will tell you that right now. But I don't know. Comparing Funko to other stuff, you know, it's. Tiny 13 Toys. I don't know if I ever heard of that. I don't know. No, wait, I think I did hear that. No, never mind. I'm stupid. I did hear that before. I know that company. My voice is hurting just from talking. Yeah, I'll just take you over there to where I have sit at, because they're right now just sit on like a box right now. So here, I'll just grab them. So here, I think my phone should be fully charged by now, or at least it should be decently charged. Here, let's go for a ride, guys. We're going for a ride. Whee, we're going for a ride, guys. We're going for a ride. There's some cuddly plushies there. Big giant Ink Demon. Poppy playtime stuff. More stuff. Here are the Jazzwares plushies. There they are. Jazzwares plushies. Good old FNAF 1. So you got Nightmarian. You got all FNAF 2, including the puppet. Yep, there's all the Jazzwares plushies. Excuse me, guys. God, my voice is hurting over here just from ranting about Vanny from Security Breach. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, I have a lot of FNAF stuff in my room, and this is one of the reasons why I don't often film in here, because I got so much stuff, and I don't want to like show stuff in the background in plush videos, because I just feel like that's weird to do. Toys, Nightmare Puppet. Okay. Fine. All right. Fine. You're talking me into this. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a okay. I'm gonna share something. Okay, I'm gonna share a little bit of an old story here. Um, well, actually, no. Uh, okay, no, I do have more in here. I do have more than just Bendy, FNAF, and Poppy playtime. I mean, granted, that's what I do on the channel. Like, I have here, I have some Garda Bam Bam figures here. I have these little guys. Hold on. I have these Garda Bam Bam figures. Even though I never finished the Garda Bam Bam stuff yet. It's Garda Bam Bam. These little figures. And I have some Mario stuff as well, because I like the Mario games. And then I have like some of the Pinky plushies from like Roblox, you know, the Pinky thing from Roblox. I have some of those characters. I have some Mario plushies in the closet. So I have more than just FNAF and Bendy and Poppy Playtime. They're just the three things I do on the channel because it seems like that's what everybody likes. I have everything that you watch. I am debating or not if I want to go back to playing Guard of Bam Bam because I feel like that's the only. I feel like that's a huge. I feel like sometimes when I think about it, that's like a chip on my shoulder that I don't have. Is that out of any of the other horror games that people are probably into or have played, the only other one that I haven't done yet was Guard of Bam Bam. But I don't know. To be fair, the last two Guard of Bam Bam videos I did were pretty well done. Oh yes. Oh yeah. I plan to. I would like to. I would like to see the Mario Galaxy movie when it comes out in theaters. I like to. I did watch the first movie. That was really good. If I go watch the second one, I will do that. Yeah, here's the thing. I don't know if I necessarily say I grow out of the franchises. You know, because I can't also because I can't say, guys. I will tell you this: there is eventually going to be a point where I am going to probably grow out of the plush tubing. You know, like there is going to be a point where I'm eventually going to have to grow out of it. You know, like eventually I'm probably gonna get to the point where my motivation to plush two is just gonna die, you know. But it's that don't mean that I'm gonna stop collecting them because I like collecting stuff, you know. Like I like collecting the hex plushies, okay? Like I really do like collecting them, and you know, whenever I'm up to making an actual video and sharing a story about them, I do it, you know. But I mean, I guess it's just something, you know, that I just like to do because, you know, I like doing it, you know? It's just something that, you know, when I was younger, I liked to watch, and I wanted to do it one day, and I'm doing it, so, yeah. If anything, I like doing the gaming videos more than the plush videos, but the plush videos are still kind of fun, not gonna lie. It's tiring, but they're still fun. Well, thank you for that. I can tell you this. I will tell you this right now. I could tell you this right now. And I never actually thought about it, but I feel like it would have been true. If I didn't do the Hex series initially, when I initially started it, I probably would not be doing YouTube right now. I can tell you that right now. If I didn't get the original Hex plushies and I didn't do the Hex series, I probably would have not been doing YouTube. Because the Hex series is essentially what blew my channel. Supergirl and Doomsday movie. Um, 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 hold on. Hold on. How long have I streamed for? Hold on. How long did I go stream for? I've been streaming for an hour and 40 minutes, so almost 2 hours. Supergirl in Doomsday. What is? Hold on a second. Hold on. Do not yell at me. Do not yell at me right now. Oh. Super. Oh. What's Doom? Hold on. Do not yell at me. I'm so not looking up and see what these things are. I'm just making sure. I'm sure I'll eventually watch that kind of stuff. Like, I'm sure I'll eventually watch it. Oh, I know what they are. I just now saw what they are. I'm sure I'll eventually come out. I'm not a big movies person. I'm gonna tell you guys that. I don't often like. I don't like when I'm by myself. I don't often watch movies. Like, obviously, I'll watch movies with my families and friends, but like I don't often like watch movies often. Because like usually what I do on my free time is I'll either focus my time to YouTube or any of my other stuff that I'm doing. Like. Oh man. Oh man, I'm tired. Oh man, this was an exhausting day. Just outside digging snow, shoveling snow actually, and I'm probably gonna have to do more tomorrow. Oh, here's what I want to ask you guys. Do you guys like it when I upload videos in the evening times on days during the week? Because I'm curious. Do you guys like it when I upload gaming videos on nights during the week? Because it just seems like when I do that, they do well. Because it did that when I did Security Breach Cut Content Restored, and I did that when I did Joy Creation. Like, I uploaded them, like, on the night times, but maybe stream tomorrow? We'll see. We'll see how I am, and if I decide to stream, we will. What I probably might do during that period is I might work on the new next project, probably maybe the first, because I haven't worked on the Smiling Critters episode yet. Maybe I might do that tomorrow. Because, depending on how the weather is tomorrow, I don't know if I'll be able to go anywhere tomorrow, so I might just do that. Work on the next project. We'll see, though. We'll see what happens. There are stuff coming that I can say, but there's also stuff I don't want to spoil. What I will say is, like I said earlier, I plan to stream Bending the Ink Machine. I plan to stream all the other 4 Poppy Playtime chapters, and then play Chapter 5 on Let's Plays. Continue with Bendy World, continue with FNAF Hex, the first episode of Smiling Critters soon. I can say that stuff. I just don't want to spoil any, like what the projects are going to be about, Like, I don't want to spoil that kind of stuff. All right. Okay, fine. I kind of been slacking there, but fine. Let me go get them. Okay. Chocolate Bonnie. I know you didn't ask for Chocolate Bonnie. I just moved Chocolate Bonnie out of the way. When was the last time I actually used the toys? Did I use the toys for when I made the Christmas video? I don't know. I can't remember when I used the toys. It's been a minute since I used the toy animatronics. I mean, we're talking about the toy animatronics that were just in FNAF 2. Oh, Jesus. Toy Boy's head fell off. Oh, God. Oh, God. His head fell off. Okay. It's okay. I got it. I'm going to be very honest, guys. Toy animatronics are my least favorite plushies. I will tell you that. Not because of how they look, though. It's because of the quality. I do not like them because of the looks. Or no. It's not that I like them because of how they look. It's because of how their quality is. Well, Chocolate Bonnie was a limited edition. So, you probably missed out on this one. It was a limited edition for a few weeks. This was back on Easter, by the way. This was back in April of 2025. We're in 2026. So, yeah, I'll show you Chocolate Bonnie. There's Chocolate Bonnie. He is still very soft, and he still smells like chocolate. I remember got Chocolate Bonnie when I was playing Secret of the Mimic. That was back in June. He's still just as soft. Okay. Do I think they'll do a DJ Music Man Hex plushie? I think it'd be cool if they did. What they probably would do is they probably would do something like that, but just give him button eyes and more different colors probably. Because that was like I think that was supposed to be like a hand custom plushie from like the Etsy website, whatever the website's called, where they custom make stuff. This guy was pricey, I will tell you that. I'll show you Chocolate Bonnie one more time. There's Chocolate Bonnie. I will say, this is way better than the actual picture. The picture that they showed online of Chocolate Bonnie. Because the picture of him online, oh my god, it looked different. He had bigger button eyes and he looked weird. So this actually looks way better. Like, getting him in person looks way better than how he looked online. Because online, he looked like this. Like, he looked like a rabbit that just got done, you know. He looked like a rabbit that just got done having crack. Like, I think he looked weird. Because his ears looked like they were back like that, and it looked weird. This one actually looks kind of cute, though. Like, this looks better than how it initially looked. All right. All right, Landon, here you go. I'm going to show you the toys. Because you've been asking for the past probably 30 minutes now. Toy Freddy. I actually do like this one because the colors were actually right. What do you mean what happened to his ear? Talk about Chocolate Bonnie's ear? Chocolate Bonnie's supposed to have a bit off ear because it's chocolate. Someone bit his ear and there's chocolate there, you know? Chocolate Bonnie. That's what happened to his ear. Someone bit his ear off because, you know, he's chocolate. I don't know. It's just his design. Here's Toy Freddy again. Here's Toy Freddy. Really cool. Okay. I'm going to tell you why these are my least favorite, okay? I do plan to put Chocolate Bonnie in the Hex series, okay? So actually, well, it's actually around the corner. So yeah. Stay tuned for Chocolate Bonnie in the Hex series. I think he will make an appearance. Because it is right around the corner. So yeah. Should be in April or May. Stay tuned. Just stay tuned. Anyways, I'm going to let me just explain this. Okay, here's Toy Bonnie. Now, the reason why I say that these are my least favorites, it's not because of how they look. It's the quality of them, okay? So if I show you one like Chocolate Bonnie here, like... So here's the thing. The magnets of Chocolate Bonnie are quite strong. Like, me just moving around like this, no, the magnets are coming off. Like, the magnets are very strong. Alright? See what I mean? But with Toy Bonnie, when I do that, this is what happens. Ready? Watch this. Ready? Like, look, this is what happens when I do that. You see how his head just flies around? And, like, there goes his head. Like, his head magnet is very weak. So even if I do this, like, even just me doing this, watch this, ready? Me just doing this, his head just falls over. Toy Bonnie's got buck teeth there. But yeah, just me doing that, his head falls over. The material is very soft. I like the material, but the quality of the magnets is kind of weak. You know, not saying that he's a terrible plush. It's just, you know, if there's one thing I would fix with Toy Bonnie there, on that Toy Bonnie plush I have, it might not be. It's probably just mine. I'm sure there's another. I'm sure other Toy Bonnie plushies probably don't have weak magnets like that, but mine, the magnet's kind of just weak. I don't know. I do like the toys though. I really do like the toys. It's just when it comes to quality wise, they're not the best. I don't know if you're aware, but they did make the cuddly versions of the toys, where basically it's the toy animatronics, but they don't have magnets in. They did that with Toy Freddy, Toy Bonnie, Toy Chica, and they have one of Springtrap as well. And hopefully I review those in the future. Here's Toy Chica. Now, obviously, the big problem that I've had with Toy Chica, I really do like how this plush looks. But the big problem with Toy Chica is, now, obviously, this is just, well, actually, it's not that I have a problem with it. It's just interesting. Look how big she is compared to Toy Freddy. Like, look how big she is. You know how big Toy Freddy is compared to Toy Chica in the games. Like, Toy Freddy's big, but Toy Chica's really small. This is the complete opposite. Toy Chica's big. Toy Freddy is small. Like, look at that size. It might look different on camera, but like in person, it's a big difference. Like, look at that. Toy Chica is big and Toy Freddy is quite small. Like, I don't know why that was the case like that. Like, it should have been. She should have looked a little bit smaller. Like, she looks big. All right, and then here I'll show Balloon Boy because he is part of the toy gang. And then I'll show the puppet. Alright, here's Balloon Boy. Alright. Hopefully the balloon stays on. There's Balloon Boy, the spinning propeller. There goes his balloon. I knew that was going to happen. Again, problem with Balloon Boy is that balloon doesn't have a strong magnet in it to where the balloon would just fall over. Where'd that balloon go? Oh, down there. Alright, I got it. Okay. So that's Balloon Boy. Then here I'll show you the puppet. Or the marionette. There's the marionette, the puppet. Wide limbs. It also comes with a present box. There you go. Alright. There's the toys. And Chocolate Bonnie. Oh boy. Well, I don't know if you heard what I said earlier. The reason why I have so many of them, and the reason why I've been able to get them all, is because I've been able to get them. Well, again, I'm able to afford them, but like, I've been able to afford them, but what do you mean? Why he looks depressed? Balloon Boy doesn't look depressed. Balloon Boy looks depressed here? What do you mean? He looks fine to me. What do you mean why he looks depressed? Balloon Boy looks fine to me. I didn't know Balloon Boy looked depressed. I just looked at him as like, he looks like Balloon Boy. Alright. Let me put these guys away. Put them back on the shelf. Guys, the only times I use these is when I use them for videos. Like, whenever I'm not recording, they stay on the shelf. I only use them whenever I need them for videos. Like, that's the only time I'll ever take them off the shelf. And honestly, when I stream as well, you guys would want to see them. When I pointed him down? Huh? What do you mean, like this? Like that? Well, yeah, when I have him down like that, he'll look sad. But, like, I'll tell you, man, like, why he looks depressed. Like, does he look? Yeah. I don't know. Morgan. Hi, Morgan. Alright, I gotta put these guys back on the shelf. I don't want to do it. Oh, we can do it like this. Okay. Put Chica back there. Put the Roomba next to you, Chica. Okay. Alright, I'm going to stay on the stream just for a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to get off because it is right now 8 o'clock for where I am, where I live. It's 8 o'clock. Oh, there goes Toy Bonnie's head. There. Pretty there. And then... oh, there goes the present box. Okay. There we go. All right. Oh, I forgot about chocolate bonnie. Oh, fine. I'll put it back away. You better stay right there. Do not fall down, please. Guys, I'm like running out of room for Hex plushies. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, this is where I'm store all my plushies. Look how much room I've got up there. Like, Sun and Moon are up there. Like, that's that shelf. This other shelf has like FNAF 1. All the way down there. Like, I'm running out of rooms. Like, when I get Glitch Trap, Glamrock Bonnie, and Vanny, like, where am I going to put those guys at? Like, I legit do not know. I might be able to squeeze them up there with the Glamrocks. Oh, my phone's at 20% again. Jesus. I don't know. I got to figure out where I'm going to make room. I got to make more room. Maybe I'll have to relocate the shelves and do something. I don't know. All right. All right. I'm going to stay on the stream just for a couple more minutes. And then, you guys have anything else you guys want to talk about? We can. But if not, then I'll probably wrap it up. So if you guys want to talk about anything else, you guys want me to answer a question or something, do it now. Because I don't know how much longer I'm going to stream for. Because I'm just tired, guys. Like, I'm really just tired. And, I kind of get sleepy when I just sit down and I just do nothing, Like, I got to at least be doing something. And I guess you guys are making me do that by just, when do I think Glamrock Bonnie, Vanny, and Glitch Trap will come out? I would like to hope that it's going to either be sometime this month or February. I like to hope. I mean, I like to hope it's soon. I mean, that is a wave I'm excited about because, Glamrock Bonnie, Glitch Trap, Vanny. I like to hope it's like either sometime this month or February. I hope it's not in March because March is kind of like... Because the thing is, depending on what month they come out, it's also going to depend on when I'm going to actually get them in hands. So, like, let's just say they come out in February. I'm probably not going to get them in my hands till probably, like, April. But if they come out in March, it's not going to be till the summer that I get them. Wait, make what? Make what? Wait, he said he would make it. Wait. Make what? He said he'll make what? I'm already I just got lost. I would like to hope. All right, let's see. The thing I was talking about. For Van. Oh, for Vanny. Well, no. So with Vanny, God, I don't even. What was I talking about? Okay. So what? No. What I was talking about Vanny. What I was talking about Vanny earlier was I was talking about how I didn't like how Vanny was not utilized enough in Security Breach. Like, I'm not gonna make Vanny as a Hex custom because they're already doing Vanny. There's no sense of doing a custom of a character that they're already gonna end up making. Like, it wouldn't make sense. However, I am probably gonna make a prop knife for Vanny because I don't know if you guys saw the Vanny plushie, but like they gave Vanny a pizza cutter. Like, when I saw the last picture of Vanny, it looks like it was a pizza cutter. Like, a pizza cutter? Are you serious? You need a knife for Vanny. Like, Vanny would be the perfect character to give a knife. So I'm just saying, if they do release Vanny, she comes with a pizza cutter, I'm making a knife prop, and she's gonna have a knife. because I just feel like a hex character one of the hex characters needs a knife. If it was two characters that would hold a knife, it would either have been Springtrap or Vanny. I'll definitely try to stream whenever I get them. Maybe I could do like a live stream. Like maybe I'll do like a Hex live stream review where instead of me just pre-recording it and putting it out, maybe I'll actually stream the review, and then I'll just make the thumbnail, how I usually do it. I'll put it in the Hex review playlist, but it'll just be a live stream version of it. I don't know. I'll see. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I like to usually pre-record the Hex videos. Usually how it works is once I get the plushies in the mail, I'll review them right then and there and I'll put it out. But I'll see. It's something I'll think about. It's something I will definitely think about. If maybe I will, maybe I won't. I could do a live stream review of the Bendy Hex stuff whenever I get that. I could do that. I don't know. We'll see though. We'll see. We'll see what my mind says. We'll see. I don't know what my phone's at. I don't want the stream to stop. Let me see. When is the February? Let me see. Oh, okay. So that's in like a few weeks, actually. Okay, that's in 2 weeks. Okay. So 2 weekends from tonight, I'll probably be streaming Bendy the Ink Machine. So not next Sunday, but the Sunday after, I'll probably stream Bendy the Ink Machine. Did I get the Bendy Hex stuff? Yes. I would like the yes. Yes. And I hope to review those soon, whenever they get them sent out. I think they came out in November, and I'm pretty sure it was back in November I got them. Or I pre-ordered them. I swear, on the website, when you look at the product, you scroll down, it says it'll take 12 to 14 weeks just for it to ship. Like, I don't know. The process of waiting for a Hex plushie to arrive is just frustrating. Like, you have to wait 12 to 14 weeks. And anyways, in any other case, it's 2.5 months of just waiting patiently. Actually, it's almost already been 2.5 months already since the Bendy stuff was released. Well, because no. Actually, no. That was November. We're in February. So it's almost in 3 months. So actually, if you want me to give you the honest truth, it's almost 3.5 months, actually, which is kind of too long. I don't know. It's a frustrating thing. I don't know. Like, what was this? It was, I think, I don't know. The process of waiting for Hex stuff to arrive in person, it's usually complicated. Like, it's always back and forth. There's some orders that'll come in, like, a month, and another order will come in, like, in, like, 3 months. Like, I don't know. But yeah, time will only tell whenever I get the stuff. Like as far as like when you're gonna see Vanny, Glitch, and Glenmark Bonnie in the series, again, time is gonna tell whenever I get them. Just like with crap, I forget who else. Like just like with the I can't think of anybody else. Again, time will tell for whenever they come out, when I get them in person, or when you'll see them in plush videos. Like, again, time's gonna only tell for that. Like, as honestly for the Hex series, it's all about time, I would like to think that it's gonna be soon, because I don't think they're far from releasing those characters. I don't think they're far. I think I think it's close, but I don't think it's... Okay, I don't think it's too far, but I don't think it's too close, though. If I had to predict, it's probably going to be probably either end of January, start of February, or probably start February, or I don't know. I'm predicting it's either going to be early February or early March. That's what I'm thinking. That's when I think Security Breach Wave 2 will come out. Oh, and I guess I better ask you guys this. Are you ever What? Mod? Wait, what? Am I... Hold on. I need to re-question. Wait, hold on. Let me reread that again. Am I ever going... What do you mean, am I ever going to... Are you ever going to mod... What do you mean, am I ever going to mod someone? What does that mean? What do you mean by am I ever going to mod someone? I don't know what that means. Like, do you mean, like, am I ever going to... I don't know what you mean. What do you mean? Am I ever going to mod somebody? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. And don't come at me just because I don't know what it means. I legit don't know what that means. I mean, like, give them something they could time people. I don't know, actually. Probably not. I don't know what that means. Probably not. All right, I'll show you Spray Trap in Yellow Rabbit. Here, before we go into that topic, okay, let me ask you guys something. Because I guess, because I was thinking about waiting to surprise you guys, but I guess I'll ask now because just see if you guys would be interested. I don't know if you guys watch wrestling, but would you guys be interested if I did like a wrestling video where two FNAF characters would wrestle each other and beat the crap out of each other? Would you guys be interested in that? If I did a video like that? Like, would you guys be interested in that if I did like a wrestling video where two characters would wrestle each other? I know who they're gonna be. I know who they're gonna be. Do you want me to give you a hint? I can give you a hint right now if you want. I'm just saying that's a video I've been thinking about doing. Because I think it'd be kind of interesting. Like a wrestling video, a video would be wrestling. Not a wrestling series. It would just be just a normal wrestling, just a straight video. It would be just one wrestling video where it's just, you know, two animatronics, one ring, they wrestle, that's it. Because I have a story idea for some certain characters. I do have a story I want to tell. Because I think it'd be interesting. I can give you a hint right now if you like. All right, I'll give you one little hint right now. Let's see, how can I... All right, here, I'll give you one hint right now. I'll use this pen so I can point to the character that I'm thinking of. Again, a series of wrestling would be cool. I think that would be cool to do a FNAF wrestling series, but like, I don't know. It's not what I had in my brain. Yeah, okay, look, here, watch this, look. It would have to be this guy over here, that guy up there against the glam rock that he destroyed. What do you guys think? Would you be interested in that? If you saw something like that? And a wrestling match between this guy up here and then the other glam rock character? Would you be interested? Okay, you're on the right track. Would you be interested in that? Would that be something you'd be interested in? Because I would do that. I would be down to make a video like that. And because the thing is, like, technically Monty... What do you guys think? Who do you think destroyed Glenmark Bonnie? Do you think Monty... Okay, well, actually, it's not do you think. Monty did destroy Glenmark Bonnie. Why do you guys think he destroyed Glenmark Bonnie in the first place? Like, why do you guys think that? Why do you think he destroyed Glenmark Bonnie in the first place? There are two theories I have, but I'm going to see what you guys say first. please. There we go. Why do you guys think Monty destroyed Glamrock Bonnie? Why do you guys think that? I say it was either because Monty got jealous because Glamrock Bonnie was on the main stage and had the spotlight and Monty wanted it, or the other simple one would be Vanny or Glitchtrap took over Monty and destroyed Glamrock Bonnie and had Monty do the dirty work. All right. These are the last two characters I'm going to show. All right? Because I feel like we've already been through like half of the collection I've got. So these are the last two I'm going to show. These are the last two I'm going to show. And then I'm going to then wrap it up. This one. And... Come on. There you go. Come on. Oh, okay. You want the plane? Sure. I'll take it. Take it. Alright. The last two characters I'll show. And then I'm going to wrap it up unless if anybody else has any other questions or anything else they want to talk about before I wrap it up. Streams are going on for 2 hours. Don't worry. I will do another one of these. Well, I'll stream again soon. Don't worry. Maybe I'll do one next weekend if I'm not doing anything. Or maybe I could easily do another stream tomorrow night. Like, that's also possible. We'll see. Alright, who do you want to see first? Spray Trap or the Yellow Rabbit? Who do you want to see first? Spray Trap or the Yellow Rabbit? You'll have both right now. Spray Trap. Alright, Spray Trap first. Alright, here he is. There's Spray Trap. Alright, come over here, Spray Trap. I always come back. Or, let me do that again. I always come back. There's Spray Trap. Honestly, thinking about Spray Trap gets me excited for FNAF 3 because I cannot wait to see Spring Trap in FNAF 3. The people are going to go crazy about Spring Trap. People went crazy about Spring Trap at the end of FNAF 2. Which, by the way, if you didn't see FNAF 2, that's a bit of a spoiler there. Spring Trap does appear at the end of FNAF 2. It's a bonus credit scene. I always say that Hex did a very good job at making Spring Trap. Like, this is definitely one of their best Hex plushies. Like, it's gotta be. Because of all the detail. Like, it's so good. Yeah, 2027 sounds about right. It seems like it's every other 2 years. Like, 2023 was FNAF 1, 2025 was FNAF 2, 2027 is probably going to be FNAF 3. That'll probably... That sounds about right. And that'll probably end up being what they'll do. Will I watch Sonic 4? Maybe. I might. We'll see. We'll see. I might. Depends. We'll see. Alright, I'll show you Yellow Rabbit. Play Roblox? I don't often play as Roblox as much as I used to back then. Like, back then, I played Roblox a lot. I don't really play as much as I used to. I don't know. It's just Roblox hasn't really been that interesting. I don't know. Probably just me. I probably haven't played it so much because I've been doing so much other stuff. I just haven't gotten time to sit down and properly play Roblox. I don't know. Well, here's the Yellow Rabbit. And then here, I'll put on the purple guy head so you guys can see what that looks like. There we go. There's purple guy, William Afton, or Matthew Lillard. Probably purple guy is probably the best way to say this. Because that is technically purple guy. Technically in the movie, it's technically Matthew Lillard, but in the Hex, technically it's also William Afton or... actually, hold on, let me do that better. Hold on, I got a better way to present this. Purple guy goes to jail. I mean, Purple Guy goes to jail. I mean, I don't know if I don't know if he can get away with that. I don't know if Purple Guy can get to jail. I mean, I don't know because to be fair, here's the thing: I don't think Purple Guy was never arrested because he died. He died in a sprain lock suit. You know, he's in Springtrap. You know, like I think you gotta understand, like William Afton's been in the Springtrap suit for years and years and years and years. Has been trying to. And while he's able to be alive, in a spring lock suit, he's been in the Springtrap suit for probably for years, you know. And I'm pretty sure in the movie universe, I think FNAF 2, because FNAF 2 is technically a sequel to FNAF 1, I think the second film took place like a year later after the first one, which that's what I'm guessing. All right, I'm gonna show you Elizabeth Afton. It's Elizabeth Afton. Purple Guy! Purple Guy. All right, Elizabeth Afton, here's your father, William Afton. He's in the Yellow Rabbit suit. And he just got spray locked, and this is what he turned into. This is now your father. This is your father now. Actually, hold on, give me a second. Give me a second. If we really want to be specific, hold on a second. Give me a second. If we really wanted to, here. I dropped the head. Give me a second. I'm not slacking. Just give me a second. Could you stay there, please? Don't fall now. You dropped the head. All right, Elizabeth Acton. Here we go. All right, let me show you something here. Just so you're aware. All right. I'm not going. Okay, yes, I do have Circus Baby. Here, let me show you something. So, Elizabeth Afton, this is what happened. Circus Baby was offering you ice cream. With the mistake, you decide to take the ice cream, and then Circus Baby ends up killing you, and this is what you turn into. You turn into this. You turn into Circus Baby, or... Oh, my God. Oh, that's fun. Oh, I'm fun. It's an actual true thing in the lore. Like, if you actually don't believe that, that's an actual truth. Okay, so here, in the lore of FNAF, if you played Sister Location, you probably know what I'm talking about. Because Circus Baby's eyes are actually blue. Elizabeth Afton's eyes are green, but then when Circus Baby kills Elizabeth Afton, and when Elizabeth Afton possesses Circus Baby, her eyes turn green. So because Circus Baby's eyes are green, it tells you that, okay, Elizabeth Afton is Circus Baby. So a good way to put this is Springtrap is William Afton's soul, or, well, actually, no, it's not the soul, because William Afton's actual flesh and blood is still in Springtrap. So that's Springtrap, aka William Afton. And then Circus Baby is Elizabeth Afton. And I didn't say that for jokes. That's actually the actual true thing of what actually happens in the FNAF lore. If you don't believe me, search it up. Search up who is possessing Circus Baby. It's going to tell you it's Elizabeth Afton. And you don't believe me? I could show you that right now. Here, let's go on Google. I'm going to go on Google right now. Here, let me show you here. Yeah, search it. Search it right now. Search up who is possessing Circus Baby in FNAF. It's going to tell you it's going to be Elizabeth Afton. Who is possessing Who is possessing, not Mangle. Actually, who is possessing Mangle? Oh, Mangle. Well, it's just one of William Afton's. Here we go. Who's possessing Circus Baby? Yep, right there, right there. It's right there. Look at this. It's right here. Look at that. Look at that. Circus Baby finds a phrase is possessed by the spirit of Elizabeth Afton. Actually, I'm not actually wondering because we don't actually necessarily know about William Afton's wife in the movie. So who is possessed to William Afton's wife? Who's possessing William Afton's wife, by the way? I know Elizabeth Afton's mother is William Afton's wife, but I'm saying what animatronic is possessing her soul, or what soul's possessed? Is William Afton's wife possessing an animatronic? Oh, Ballora. Oh, wait, who possessing Ballora? Wait, is that true? Ballora. Is that actually? It is what? Oh, Miss Afton is possessed by. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. Nope. Yep. It's. I just Googled it. It is. It's not fully confirmed, but it's theoried that Ballora is possessed by William Afton's wife. Elizabeth Afton's non-security breach, and security breach is Vanessa. I think what I think some people do is they'll think that all the books, games, and movies are just one big giant storyline. You know, I don't think people get that. Like, we gotta remember, FNAF has you got the game story, you got the game lore, the book lore, and the movie lore. So, we never heard about Elizabeth Afton in the movies. So maybe in the movies, Baby is possessed by William Afton's wife, because we never heard about William Afton's wife. Also, isn't it kind of weird that Vanessa in the movies, actually, isn't it weird? Hold on. Don't you guys think it's weird that in the movies, in the FNAF movies, Vanessa is played by uh by Elizabeth Lale? Like, isn't that kind of weird? Elizabeth Afton, William Afton's daughter. Like, don't you think that's kind of interesting? That in the movies, you got William Afton's daughter, Vanessa, but the person that actually plays Vanessa, her name is Elizabeth. Like, don't you think that's kind of interesting? I think that's kind of interesting. It's kind of it is a coincidence, probably. It's probably just a coincidence. Yeah, Elizabeth Lale plays Vanessa in the FNAF movies. I just thought it's kind of. I just think it's kind of interesting how. That is because William Afton's daughter in the actual game lore is uh Elizabeth Afton, but William Afton's daughter in the movies is Vanessa. I don't know. I just found that interesting. I found it interesting. All right. Um. All right. All right. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? Because I am getting very tired right now, and I'm not tired of you guys, but um, it's almost 8 o'clock at night for me, and I gotta get some rest because I'm sure I got a lot of stuff I gotta get done tomorrow. Probably get some stuff ready for YouTube. There's a lot of stuff I gotta get done. So, you can't have my lefty. I like my lefty. Talk about this guy? No, I like my lefty. I like lefty. I like my jumbo lefty plush. Funtime Freddy is possessed by Gabriel. I've never heard of that name. I've never heard of that name. Did you search that or something? Because I've never heard that name before. I don't have an extra lefty plush. I'm sorry. I don't have an extra lefty plush. I have the smaller lefty Funko plush. I have that in the jumbo one. I didn't know Funtime Freddy. I didn't know that was a... Hold on. Hold on. I need to actually see if that's true. Theory suggested he's either controlled by the spirit of Gabe. Oh, I've never heard of that name in my life until just now. Foxy's not possessed by anybody? Well, I just saw that apparently Funtime Freddy is possessed by the same spirit that was in classic Freddy's soul. What a Funtime Foxy. That's actually kind of curious now. Now we're just talking about who's possessing what animatronics. Alright, guys. So, I'm going to get off in just a few minutes. So, here's what's going to happen. I'll try to stream again sometime soon. You could probably expect a stream in 2 Sundays from now. Not this next Sunday, but the Sunday after. Who knows? I might stream tomorrow. But, yeah, guys. I'm going to call it there, guys. I'm getting really tired. Not from you guys. I like the conversations we're having, but I'm just getting tired myself because, you know, I've been outside shoveling snow all day. That I knew I wanted to do this live stream. I had to upload. I had to get the Bendy World video out. So, yeah, I'm just kind of exhausted, guys. We'll see. I'll probably come back tomorrow, but we'll see. All right, guys. Show us the rarest plush. What is the rarest plush I have? Actually, hold on. That's actually a good question. What is the rarest plush I have in here? Rarest plush. I think the rarest plush I currently own right now is probably the Golden Freddy Funko plush. That's probably the rarest plush. He's in the closet though. But I'll have to get him. All right, I'm going. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I know I said I was gonna go like 5 minutes ago, but I didn't. I'm gonna go because I'm exhausted. Okay. All right, guys. I'm gonna get off now. So thank you guys for watching the stream. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, so you'll get that notification for when a future upload comes out. Don't worry, I will stream again. I might stream tomorrow. Not making any promises, but I will try. I'll try my best. All right, guys. That's gonna be it. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody. Goodbye. Bye. If I could stop the stream, bye. Goodbye. Hope I can stop the stream. Goodbye. Bye. That's not what I wanted to do. How do I stop my stream? Goodbye. 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 Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. Goodbye, everybody. I'm gonna